Hi guys, welcome back to Just Claire Creates on this International Scrapbook Day. This challenge is to scrap lift a 12 by 12 layout. So I love doing this for traveller's notebooks because it turns into the similar square shape. So this is the layout that I'm scrap lifting, and it's one from Rachel Talman. I will link to her channel and her Instagram below because I absolutely love Rachel's design and her layouts and things, and you can check out her Patreon as well. So this is the layout that I'm doing. It's got this layered look to the photo on the right hand side and then a banner on the left hand side. And I've decided to keep this black and white star paper on the left hand side of the traveller's notebook because I'm using a black and white photo, so I thought I would use a lot of pink papers and embellishments, but keep that black and white theme in as well. So I've just layered my photo onto some papers from all sorts of different places, but basically a whole collection of pinkish, coral, yellow and like a creamy colour. And so I've just added on a few layers and ruffled up the edges a bit. I'm using some embellishments from the Heidi Swap, my brain's gone blank, Carefree collection, that's it. The Heidi Swap Carefree collection. So this is one of the tickets from there. So I've just added a little bit on the top and a little bit on the side because I really like the colour of it and you can't really tell it's the same ticket. And then I'm adding on a doily behind just at the top for a little bit of texture. So yeah, for this challenge, I think it's really cool to look through any 12 by 12 layouts that you really admire. And find one that you think could work. The only problem that I find sometimes is where 12 by 12 layouts sort of overlap the centre part of the page, which does make it a little bit difficult when you've got a fold, so you want your book to be able to close. But I find that just leaving that little bit of a gap in between both sides helps. So I've added on part of a tag from the Maggie Holmes Garden Party collection, and I was going to use this Remember This piece, but ended up not using it. So I've chosen some coral coloured thread and I've just sort of laid it out where I want my banner to go. And then I've cut down one triangle to be the right size, and then I've just cut out the bit where I cut out all the other little triangles. So I'm just deciding where I'm going to stick those, and then I've stuck them down on top of the thread, and also on top of where the glue dots were that was holding the thread down, so that it covered that bit up as well. And now I'm just adding on some more embellishments. So this was a handmade embellishment that I made using some of the Heidi Swap and Maggie Holmes papers that I had, and I decided to make them for this weekend so that I could use them in some of the challenges. I knew that they'd sort of match with those colours, either of those collections. So then I'm using these puffy stickers, which some of them are the same as the ones that Rachel's used in her layout, and you can see that I've got that out again, and I really like how the rainbow looks so different on a pink themed page. I've used the Always Be Brave piece for my title, and then I couldn't quite figure out how to get that little toadstool back in, but it makes it back on there in the end. Then I've added a sticker from the Heidi Swap collection that says take the time to do the things you love, and some pink and white enamel dots which are from Cocoa Vanilla. I want to say Unforgettable, I think. Yeah. So I faffed around with that for a while because I wanted it to go on to the next page, but it just wasn't looking right with the stars. It was sort of blending in, you couldn't see where I'd put it. So I've added a couple more of those to the corners of the photo, and I'm just adding that toadstool back in, so I just tucked it under one of the layers there. I think that might be everything. Did I do something else? Oh, I found a little gold heart, and there's also a tiny gold star there, which was stuck onto something else. So I can't wait to see your scrap lifts of 12 by 12 layouts. Don't forget to share them in the Facebook group.